Hey folks, Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I'm John Ritlin. This is my review of the New Japan and Ring of Honor co-branding show, Honor Rising Day 1 at Korakuen Hall. And it's a pretty good event. I'm going to say, of course, let me just state right at the beginning, as I've stated at the beginning of all my New Japan reviews, I am a casual fan. Keep up when I can. Really enjoying the storytelling they're doing with a whole lot of angles here and a whole lot of wrestlers. Ring of Honor, I'm even less of a casual fan. It's not that I don't like Ring of Honor. I appreciate the events when I've been able to see them, but not able to devote that much time to be able to watch, 3 different wrestling promotions. However, certainly respect the great talents in both promotions, and here we go, with 7 matches and 1 particularly good main event. Oh, that was a good main event. Had Bad Luck Fale and Takahashi versus Kitamura and Hinare. And this was a good mix of, strength, monsters, and speed and everything. I mean, of course, you had Takahashi being the full-on dick heel, which was great, and as is tradition. Bad Luck Fale, certainly a very good for his size. Considering when you look at him, you're not really sure that you would see much of a wrestler. He's a pretty good athlete. Kitamura has certainly improved. I have certainly been proven wrong about him. Young line, he's doing very well. I'm very impressed so far with what he's doing. And Hinare is super over here. And Korakuen Hall's got a lot of rich history. Good, like I said, good mix of power and speed on both teams. Bad Luck Fale and Takahashi got the win. Of course they did. Kitamura certainly improving. Can't wait to see what 2018 brings for the guy. And then Tamatonga, Hikuleo, and Tangaloa. Boy, the ladies just love this team. I mean, in particular, one fan that I'm talking to, Kayla, shout out to you. I can certainly see why you like all 3 of these, especially Tamatonga. Guy's certainly greatly talented. And their 3 sons, they're 3 of Haku's sons. Haku, Ming, whatever you want to call him. Guy's certainly just freaking frightening, even in his 50s. And they face off against Jushin Thunder Liger, Delirious, and Cheeseburger. And it's weird, there's a little bit of history between Liger and Cheeseburger. And Cheeseburger is like the size I was when I was in high school. Really good athlete, though, and Liger, certainly one of the best of all time. Delirious, I've never been the biggest fan of Delirious' character, but he's certainly over, and the fans certainly loved him here. And it was good. It was a good mix of power and, power versus speed and experience. And it was good stuff. Liger's team shockingly won, which I certainly wasn't against. I was a little bit surprised, but it was good. But it was good stuff, and I can imagine that Ming is probably all upset. Kidding, of course. Wrestling is just it's a work. It's all this kind of stuff. It's like you win some, you lose some. I just make the joke about the fact that Ming is certainly frightening, and I don't want to die, so I'm not going to mock him or any of his kids. Good enough match. And we go to yet another tag team match. The Young Bucks, again, not a fan of the Young Bucks. I'm not. I've just never been a fan of them. And I want to say again, I'm not so against them that they shouldn't be able to earn a living for their families and to provide for themselves as well. They are human beings at the end of the day, so I can put that aside, and I can appreciate the fact it was the Young Bucks versus Juice Robinson and David Finlay. Matt Jackson has really been dealing with a bad back since Wrestle Kingdom 12. It has continued to flare up. I don't know if it's just spasms or if he's got disc issues. I'm not really sure. I haven't really kept up on that. I hope that it's nothing major. He can take some time after I was talking to a friend of mine, New Patriot 77 on Twitter, and hopefully after that September show that the Bucks and Cody and various others are going to put on, hopefully, if his back issues continue to, give him problems, that he can take a few months off. And I know that is going to affect, the earnings of the Bucks and stuff like that. But Nick can work in other tags and stuff like that. They still got years left in the business. If he fucks up his back and is unable to, continue to wrestle at the pace that he usually does, even with slowing down and doing some different spots and psychology spots, like they've been doing in some of their matches, I'm a little worried that his back's really going to flare up badly, and this is maybe going to be something lingering. Wrestling's a tough business. It's certainly bad, bad on people's bodies, no matter how well they take care of themselves. But hopefully, again, Not the biggest fan of the Young Bucks as far as like how they wrestle. I'm just not. But I really do hope that Matt Jackson and Nick, for that matter, are able to provide for their families for years to come. Juice is over as hell. My God, over as hell. And David Finlay, has a good look to him too. Of course, his dad, Fit Finlay, Dave Finlay, whatever you want to call him. Great talent, and has certainly taught his son the right way. It's a good pace. Young Bucks won. Shock of shocks. I mean, Juice didn't look weak, and David didn't look weak. It was a good enough tag match. The Meltzer driver, this is all I gotta say about fucking Dave Meltzer. I mean, and that's just, you guys find out about the whole thing that he put up in his recent newsletter. You'll know what I'm talking about. It was a pretty prick move. But, no. It's like, video game wrestling aside, whether I think they're video game wrestlers or not, and I do, even with the added psychology that they put into some of their matches, still, hopefully the Young Bucks are going to be alright. And they won this match, and the crowd loved it, so there we go. And by the way, if you guys are Young Bucks fans watching this, great. Keep being Young Bucks fans. I appreciate anybody for watching these reviews. And then we go to Kushida Hiromu, not Himoru. I kept screwing that up in my last review, in my last New Japan review. And I apologize for that, and I thank everybody for pointing that out to me. But Kushida Hiromu and Flip Gordon. By the way, Flip, the earth is not flat, you fucking idiot. By the way, that being said, Flip Gordon certainly was impressive. It's not flat, though. The earth isn't flat, you fucking idiot. Hiromu and Kushida worked on Flip's knees. It was great agility by all three men. I mean, it certainly wasn't a bad match. It was enjoyable. It picked up more towards the end. The rolling armbar off the ropes by Kushida was very impressive. I mean, it's like, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have the cooperation of the person you're working with and the timing and everything and the ability to pull that off, that could end up really, really bad. But of course, Hiromu and Kushida are certainly great professionals and great wrestlers. And of course, Flip Gordon got the win. I mean, his wrestling was great. Being a flat earth theorist, he's, rock stupid, clearly. As is anybody. Sorry, if you think the earth is flat, good job. You're dumb. But yeah, that was good stuff. It was a really good junior heavyweight match. Really enjoyable. Certainly can't wait to see if they have Kushida and or Hiromu challenge Ospreay at some point down the road for the junior heavyweight IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. And then we go to match number 5, Beretta and Dustin, the best friends, of course, Chucky T. For those who don't know who Dustin is, the invisible hand grenade guy. Stupid spot, by the way. Not a stupid guy, just stupid spot. But it was the best friends, Beretta and Dustin, with Jay White, who brought that comedy to a screeching halt, and bravo to Jay White for doing that, versus Jay Lethal, Dalton Castle, and Taguchi. Jay Lethal has been a tremendous talent for years and years and years and years, and Impact Wrestling fucked up bad by not using him correctly. Dalton Castle has improved by leaps and bounds over the past number of years. One of the biggest shocks in wrestling in the past number of years was him beating Cody. Not that Dalton wasn't talented enough to do it, but just the fact that it happened. Good job there, though. And it was a way to build Dalton and Beretta having a match on what's actually going to be day 2 of this event. So that'll be a lot of fun. And despite the fact I work that morning, I will actually be watching that event because I got to see that match. That's going to be a lot of fun. There were comedy at times, but again, Jay brought that comedy to a screeching halt, and that was really, really good stuff. Lethal, tremendous. Just any move he hits, he got to do his spots. He didn't have a ton of moments in this because in a 6-man, everybody's got to get their spots in. And even though people can shine in a singles match, he would have been able to do something. But still, good stuff. Really fun. And Beretta, of course, Jay White hitting the Blade Runner on Taguchi. And that was fine. It was fine. I mean, Taguchi should have been the fall guy in this. You couldn't have Lethal take the fall. No reason for Castle to take the fall, because then otherwise you've just, killed all the momentum for Beretta possibly beating him. I don't think it's going to happen, But hey, who knows? I mean, could certainly be shocking. I mean, Castle's held the Ring of Honor world title for a while now, or at least a number of months. So who knows? Could happen here. Doubt it though. And then we go to match number 6, Beer City Bruiser versus Goto. It's a never open weight championship match. I think it was for the title. I kind of my headphones were acting up, so maybe I need to get new headphones. But it's like it was just I was not that impressed with the Beer City Bruiser. I mean, I knew very little about him beyond stuff I've seen in video packages. He hit a couple decent moves, including a senton off the ring apron, but the problem is he's a throwback. Talking to another friend of mine, don't know who I'm talking about. Wasn't really that impressed with him. There was some hard hits, but Goto, this match went on way longer than it should have. Goto should have beaten this guy in 5 goddamn minutes. That's just my opinion, though. But anyway, Goto won. Cool. There we go. Then we get to the main event. Sweet Jesus. This main event was a lot of fun. Was it an all-time match? No. Was it one of the best matches of the year? No. As far as storytelling, no. It was tremendous. Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, the Golden Lovers, as people say. I watched enough match. I recently, I think in the past week, watched some matches that they had together back when Balor, Prince Devitt was in New Japan. And, like various other tag matches they've had. And it was really good stuff, and they certainly are over, and you can tell they get along really well. They have great chemistry in the ring. But anyway, Golden Lovers reunion. Good God, you would have thought 10,000 people were in this place when Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega made their appearance. My God, that was tremendous. That was such a tremendous reaction. You can tell that the fans appreciate and love both men, and can tell and are so happy that both have gotten to this reunion point. So it's great. They were able to be in this match and everything. First time since their whole reunion on a TV, internet special, that they were able to team up. And that's great. I mean, I don't know if they teamed up on the Australian tour. I didn't really keep up on those results. But Omega and Ibushi, huge pop. My God, great stuff. And they also teamed with Chase Owens versus Marty Scurll, Hangman Page, and Cody. And my God, Cody was a great dick here. My God, he was great. Cody, fantastic though. Scurll they're doing a lot of good storytelling with Scurll, because Omega got him into the Bullet Club. He's made a lot of money because of Kenny Omega. And he was wearing the all white, the bird mask and that kind of stuff. But his hair was all, blondish, gray, and that kind of stuff from stress, possibly. I mean, that's kind of what they were telling, even though it was obvious he had just dyed it. It's good stuff, though. It was really, really good storytelling. Scurll didn't want to do anything to Omega. Had no problem beating shit out of Chase Owens. Poor Chase Owens. Or even attacking Ibushi. But he didn't want to do anything to Omega. And that angered Page and Cody. So the storytelling was just as important as this match. In fact, now the more I think about it, storytelling-wise, the match might actually go on the best of the year. I mean, the New Japan list that I'm going to do for best match of the year might end up being 25 goddamn matches at this point, because the matches have been so good so far. I mean, I almost wish I had been reviewing these things back in 2017, 2016, because then I could have actually been doing some more. I could have, done those lists. But anyway, that aside, so great stuff. Like I said, crowd popped huge for Omega and Ibushi. Kota and Omega, just fantastic watching them work. You can tell they get along well, and they've worked so well here. And there were just enough teases of them teaming together to where it's okay, this is going to be a long build. Not hey, it's right here, let's give you everything. They gave some spots, but they saved a lot of stuff where it's okay, there's going to be more to come as the year goes on. The tension, though, with Scurll, Cody, and Page, and Hangman Page, over Marty not wanting to hurt Omega, though, was just great. I just can't get over that. And then, the great tag action. Owens took the fall. He should have taken the fall. And Owens really did shine here. I'm not knocking Chase Owens. He's a great athlete, and can't wait to see what he does later this year and into 2019 and beyond, hopefully. But he needed to be the fall guy. Of all the guys here, the heel side winning, Bullet Club winning, Cody's version of Bullet Club, that needed to happen. Because that way, it's like you had a little bit of a face-off between Omega and Cody, and you had Cody attacking Omega, of course, a kiss on the cheek or whatever, and trying to do the crossroads, and Cody attacking Kota, Cody Ibushi. No, I'm just kidding. Great stuff, though, in the brawl afterwards. And Cody, of course, with a promo, I think, referring to Ibushi as Omega's rat. Boy, Cody is a great heel. My God, it was a great heel. I will say, for this main event, because there really wasn't a... It is my voice. I apparently am hitting puberty at 37. But there really wasn't a bad match on this show, except Beer City Bruiser and Goto. And I don't want to say it was bad. It was just blah. Because I'm not really that impressed with Beer City Bruiser. Hey, good on the man for getting out there and wrestling. He certainly moves well for a guy his size. I just wasn't very impressed. But I'll say a B. I'll say a B, and I'll say a B plus for the storytelling. So that's about where the grade goes. Am I being a little generous with some of this stuff? Maybe. I mean, are these the greatest New Japan events ever? Probably not. There are some that I've seen. I've tried to hit the bullet point ones and the big ones over the past few years, and I've been very impressed with what I've seen. But the New Japan product, I just really enjoy it because it focuses on the fucking wrestling. Sure, you got, some goofy shit and comedy spots and whatever, but it focuses on the wrestling, and that's what's nice. Video packages and then to the ring. None of this backstage bullshit. And not knocking. I mean, every promotion is different. I'm just saying for, me enjoying pure wrestling, that's what I like about some of this stuff. That's what I like about a lot of New Japan. So anyway, what do you guys think? And by the way, Hiromu, you got it right this time. I'm not asking for brownie points. I'm just very happy that I, A, wrote it down right, and B, hammered it into my head to get it right. Anyway, guys, what do you think of the review? Did you enjoy the storytelling, with the Golden Lovers, Cody, and Marty Scurll? Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter link in the description. It's been Real Honesty with Jar Mifflin. I'm Jar Mifflin, and I will see you soon.